Is art design in disguise? Or is design just art without rules? Hi, I'm Candice, and today we're going to untangle one of the biggest confusions in the creative world, the difference between art and design. Just so you know, some designers even get this wrong. At first glance, they look really similar. Both involve colors, shape, typography, and copious amounts of coffee that the creators themselves consume, but the way that we approach it could not be more different. Here's the simplest way to think about it. Art asks, what do I feel? And design, it asks, what do you need? Art is a personal mirror of the creator, and design is practical, a bridge between a message and the people who need to hear it. When I was in university, my professor loved ultra-artistic design. You could think of it like experimental, push the boundaries, that kind of stuff. And me, I leaned more towards marketing design, solving problems, reaching people, making things that are usable. Both are very creative, but the purpose is different. Let's break it down. Purpose, audience, constraints. Artists express. Designers communicate and solve a problem. Simple as that. A painting, it might make you cry, whereas a website, hopefully, if it's done right, it makes you click buy without absolutely any confusion. And let's talk about audience. Art is usually introspective. Sometimes it's even made just for the artist alone, whereas design, it's always made for someone else, a client, a user, an audience. If no one understands your design, then it's a fail, even if it's gorgeous. And next, let's talk about constraints. Art can do whatever it wants. Design has rules, user experience, brand guidelines, budgets, deadlines, you name it. But you know what? That's where the challenge and the fun comes in. Now, just because design is constrained, it doesn't mean it's not creative. Some of the most beautiful designs that you ever see will balance both creativity and functionality. And art can absolutely influence design. Look at any iconic branding that was inspired by Bauhaus or pop art. Okay, but common misconception alert. Just because a website is pretty, it doesn't make it art. And just because a painting tells a story, it doesn't make it design. And trust me, if your logo needs a 10-page user manual, that's not art. That's a problem. Personally, for me, understanding the difference between art and design, it really influenced how I approach my career. Design is not less creative than art. It's creativity with a purpose. And the fact that design exists, it doesn't make art any less important. It is pure expression, and that definitely enriches our world. And that's something that design can't do. If you're a designer, knowing what path you're on, or whether you could straddle both, can save you from a lot of confusion and frustration. It boils down to a simple question. Do you want to move hearts, or do you want to solve problems? Or maybe a little of both. The way that I've personally always approached it is I design for other people, and I create art for myself. So yeah, that's the difference between art and design. Purpose, audience, constraints, and heart. And now I want to hear from you. Which side do you feel more drawn to? Are you more of a problem solver or like a soul-searching creative? Or maybe somewhere in between like me? Drop it in the comments below and let's talk about it, please. I really, really want to hear these comments. And if you're a designer or an aspiring creative, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button because I make content just like this every single week. I make videos about the creative journey, tools, philosophy, all the things that they don't really talk about in school. And that's all I have for you right now. See you next time. Bye.